Crunchyroll didn't test AI. They shipped ChatGPT Slop to paying fans. Subtitles for Necronomico and the Cosmic Horror Show literally said on screen. That's not a glitch. It's a glowing red flag of incompetence. Fans screenshotted it, memed it, and cancelled subscriptions. The Verge, TechRadar, and PCWorld also confirmed it. Even worse, the president swore in April 2025 that they wouldn't use AI for creative work. Then this drops. I mean, that's a lie detector exploding. Stick around for the receipts, the botched subscriptions, corporate excuses, layoffs, and a piracy surge, because by the end of this episode, I'll show you why this isn't just a fumble, it's Crunchyroll's credibility burning to ash. On July the 1st, 2025, Necronomico and the Cosmic Horror Show dropped on Crunchyroll. Fans expected dark cosmic horror, but what they got was actually cosmic comedy. The German subs literally opened with, "That's not even subtle, that's the bot actually signing its work." English wasn't much better either. Broken grammar, tone-deaf lines, sentences that read like half-baked machine output. I mean, screenshots spread instantly. Ex-users posted the now infamous still, and within hours there was 300 quote tweets, thousands of reposts, memes everywhere. I mean, Reddit's Crunchyroll, they lit up with fury. Sites like The Verge, TechRadar, PCWorld, and Futurism covered it within 24 hours. I mean, no wiggle room. This wasn't just speculation, it was literally on screen. And Crunchyroll, they scrambled to patch the subs, but the damage was already done. Crunchyroll's official line was that it was the fault of a third-party vendor using AI against their rules. Engadget, ANN, comicbook.com, they all repeated it, but the fans, they really just weren't buying it. The logic was broken. I mean, if AI is banned within the company, why wasn't the file blocked? If a vendor violated the rules, why didn't any QA team catch this? None of it just made any sense. All anime fans saw was a company trying to dodge accountability and trying to again hide behind contractors. And the context makes it even worse. In February 2024, Crunchyroll CEO Precedents told The Verge that they were testing AI subtitle workflows. Now, in April 2025, he told the Forbes, "We are not considering AI in the creative process." Then in July 2025, ChatGPT said, unfortunately goes live. Now, that's not a fumble, that is a contradiction in writing. Subtitles didn't start with anime, they started with Hollywood. Now, when sound films appeared in the late 1920s, studios suddenly had a problem. Silent films were universal, text card between scenes, no problem. But once actors spoke, dialogues tied movies to one language. In the 1930s, studios experimented. They tried shooting the same film twice, once in English and once in Spanish or French, but with different actors. It was clumsy and very expensive. Then they tried dubbing, recording voices in other languages. Dubbing worked, but it cost big money and often sounded fake. Subtitles became the cheap, elegant solution. Burn the words onto the print, preserve the actor's voice, and sell the movie anywhere. And by the 1940s, subtitling was the standard for global distribution. The world split. Countries like France, Germany, and Spain leaned on dubbing, and the Nordics and much of Asia embraced subtitles. Now, the cultural divide is still visible today, but the key lesson is that subtitles were born to make stories travel further, faster, and cheaper. Fast forward to the 1980s, anime was exploding in Japan, but most of it never left the country. US TV aired Speed Racer of Ultron, but the bulk of anime stayed locked behind a language wall. That's when Fansubs came in. Group of die-hard fans taped Japanese TV broadcasts, sat down with dictionaries and VHS, and built subtitles line by line. This was before YouTube, before Google Translate. I mean, timing was manual, editing was manual. They even added translator notes on screen explaining jokes, puns, and culture. Damn, talk about heroes. One episode of Sailor Moon might have an essay at the top explaining why honorifics mattered. And Dragon Ball fansubs often kept attacks untranslated. Kamehameha stayed intact because fans wanted authenticity. These weren't pirates looking for profit. They were hobbyists building bridges. copies spread at conventions, through mailing lists, and later as digital downloads. If you were into anime in the 90s or early 2000s, you almost certainly watched fansubs. Now, they weren't perfect, mistranslations happened, but they carried love and respect for the story. I myself vividly remember having to buy DVDs of my favorite animes from the barbershop. You'd usually have a guy who would show up and he'll bring out his binder and show you all the different animes that he had, be it Naruto, One Piece. It takes you back to amazing times. By the 2000s, anime hit DVDs, an official licensing group. Professional subtitling replaced fansubs for mainstream audiences. The process was, and still is, a chain of skilled human steps. First comes spotting, deciding exactly when each line starts and ends. Then translation, not word for word, but context-based rewrites. Then editing, ensuring flow, tone, and consistency. Timing, syncing the text with the voice, shots, changes, and even character emotions. Finally, quality control, QC, a human full review to make sure that everything reads right. Big companies like Netflix publish style guides for every language. Rules cover line length, reading speed, character per word, and even whether to keep honorifics. The point is, subtitles are a craft. Done well, you don't even notice them, and when they're done badly, they ruin the show. And this matters for anime more than most media because Japanese is dense. One word can carry sarcasm, respect, anger, and it all depends on delivery. The translator has to read the actor's performance and rebuild that feeling in English. Bots can't do that. They just spit out the text. Why does this matter? Because Crunchyroll was built on the promise of beating fansubs. Back in 2006, it started as a piracy site streaming fansubs anime. Investors flipped it into a legal giant by promising, pay us and we'll deliver quality better than piracy. And we the fans, we trusted that pitch. That's why the July 2025 AI mess hit like a betrayal. The people who once promised to outdo fansubs are now shipping worse than fansubs. It's a full circle failure. Here's how fast the fire spread. On July the 1st, 2025, Necronomico drops and the ChatGPT said screenshot goes viral within hours. Memes call Crunchyroll SlopRoll. The Verge, TechRadar, and PCWorld confirmed the text is real. July the 2nd to the 10th, Reddit's r/Crunchyroll fills with threads calling subs AI garbage. One fan literally joked, imagine paying $8 a month for Google Translate speedrun. Mid-July, Localization Trade Press calls the incident a warning sign for quality erosion. Trust begins to crater. August, Crunchyroll announces layoffs, but its official line is that it is restructuring for regional growth. I mean, the timing looks awful, and the fans, they're not buying it. First AI replaces humans, then humans get cut. August the 20th, Games Radar Plus flags pipeline stress, mismatched subs and dubs, delayed episodes, confusion about release schedules. I mean, that's 6 weeks of chaos from one bad subtitle file. Crunchyroll tried to frame the August layoffs as growth, opening hubs in the US, Mexico, India, but fans connected the dots. AI mess in July, layoff in August. Piracy is supposed to be dead. Crunchyroll killed fansubs by offering a better product. But after July, fans started to question the quiet part loud. Piracy is better than paying for AI trash. The Verge confirmed fansubs were trending again. On Reddit, one top comment says, fansubs had more love 20 years ago than Crunchyroll has now. That right there is the real wound. The monopoly that once buried piracy is now fueling it. Subtitles aren't just text, they're protected creative work. Every bad sub doesn't just annoy fans, it devalues the anime. Licensors like Cygames or Kodokawa can argue that Crunchyroll's sloppy localization has hurt the brand value. And to be honest, they'd be right. When the memes of ChatGPT said Flood X, I mean, that is brand damage. It's not theoretical either. OECD AI logged this mess as a quality and misinformation incident. Regulators are watching, and if licensors see risk, they will renegotiate contracts or just pull the shows, and that right there is the death of a monopoly. This isn't new. Big companies weaponize patents and languages all the time. Amazon locked down one-click buy, Apple fought to protect rounded corners, Warner Brothers patented the Nemesis system in Shadow of Mordor, and God knows we know what Nintendo is doing every week. Now imagine Crunchyroll normalizing AI slop while claiming that it's fine. It sets a precedent and it tells the licensors and rivals that cheap and fast beats careful. That lowers the bar for everyone. Fans don't just lose one anime, they lose quality across the board. Now, Crunchyroll patched Necronomico subs within days, but patching isn't fixing. Fans saw the AI slop first, and that's what went viral. Fixing after memes doesn't rebuild trust, it just proves you're reactive and you're not careful. One Redditor nailed the whole thing. If I have to QA the show that I'm paying for, why not just pirate it? So what's the solution? And how do we actually fix it for real? Number 1, credit translators. Show names on every episode, make them visible, and I think that builds accountability and trust. Number 2, a hard ban on AI only subs. Use detectors. If AI artifacts pop up, such as ChatGPT said, broken grammar patterns, the file never airs. Number 3, mandatory human quality control. Every episode, every time, not optional. Number 4, transparent logs. If you patch a show, say why. Fans forget delays, but they don't forgive deception. And last, number 5, fan feedback loop. Make it easy for the fans to report subtitle issues and just fix them fast. None of these are radical, they're just industry standards. Netflix does them, Disney Plus does the same, Crunchyroll can do it as well, if it actually valued trust over speed. Crunchyroll will argue that humans cost money. I mean, yeah, sure, but how much does churn cost them? One AI translation firm brags that machine translation can cut localization costs by up to 40%. But what happens if that 40% savings drives even a 10% churn? Now, at 100 million users, that's millions lost every month. The math doesn't work if customers start walking. What happens if nothing changes? Now, do nothing, and here's what happens. More Reddit and X rage posts go viral, press runs more headlines about bad subs, licensors push back harder, piracy keeps climbing. The monopoly cracks not because of competitors, but because it broke its own promise to be better than piracy. Crunchyroll's AI subtitle disaster isn't a glitch, it's a betrayal. Having ChatGPT said in your subs, a lying CEO, vendor excuses, layoffs, delays, all in the space of 6 weeks. The Verge, Forbes, Engadget, they all exposed it. Fans are done. X and Reddit scream that piracy is back. This shows Crunchyroll values profits over craft. How can they fix it? Name translators, enforce human quality control, ditch AI subs. Anything less hands pirates the win. Our $8 deserves better than bot slop. Crunchyroll's the anime gatekeeper. Now, if they can't protect the words, they don't deserve your wallet. And as always, if you want more savage breakdowns on how anime fandoms get milked or the dirty secrets of the anime and gaming industry, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and check out this playlist right here for more.